Hello, PBC family. This past summer, our family did a lot of hikes. And one of the hikes that we did was when we went to Utah for a few days. And we did this hike to a waterfall, and it was just a beautiful location, and it was a great hike. But we didn't bring as much water as we should have. We made a mistake there. And it was a hot and sunny day, and we brought what we thought was going to be enough water, but as we were hiking back, we realized, man, the sun is just taking a toll, and the heat and the sweat and everything, and we began to really ration the water that we had. And we were all so thirsty because we weren't able to drink as much water as we wanted and felt like we needed. And the water bottles had gotten warm, and so when we did take a drink, it wasn't very refreshing either. Finally, we made it back to the trailhead, and there was this water faucet there where you could fill your water bottles, and we went over, and the water was cool, and you could drink as much as you wanted, and it was just so good, and it was so refreshing. Do you feel a need for refreshment in your life right now? Do you feel thirsty, drained? Do you feel like you just don't have what you need to be replenished? Maybe you are longing to be spiritually refreshed right now, or emotionally, or physically, or psychologically, or in some other way you are just longing to find refreshment. Are you looking for a faucet that you can just turn on and it'll just give you all that you need? My friend, today I want you to know that Jesus can give you the refreshment that you long for. Listen to a story about Jesus that we find in John chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. It says, on the third day, a wedding took place at Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother said to him, "They have no more wine." "Woman, why do you involve me?" Jesus replied, "My hour has not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Nearby stood 6 stone water jars, the kind used by the Jews for ceremonial washing, each holding from 10 to 30 gallons. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them to the brim. Then he told them, "Now draw out some and take it to the master of the banquet." They did so, and Jesus and the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. He did not realize where it had come from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew. Then he called the bridegroom aside and said, "Everyone brings out the choice wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much to drink. But you have saved the best till now." In the Bible, wine is a symbol for blessing. And we are told that Jesus performed this sign. This was the first one that he did. And it's so interesting that, Jesus didn't just give a little bit of wine. He gave 120 to 180 gallons of wine. And he didn't just give some wine, he gave the best. And as Jesus performs this sign, it is a sign that points to Jesus to help us understand him. And one of the things we learn from this story is that Jesus is the source of blessing, that Jesus is the source of life. And so when we feel drained in life, when we feel thirsty and dry, when we are in need of refreshment, Jesus is the one who we need to go to, because he is the one who can truly refresh and renew and replenish us. If you're feeling in need of refreshment today, I encourage you, go to Jesus and see how he can fill your empty jars and fill them to the full with his blessing. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we will see you again on Sunday.